All right, we are back. We're going to be playing Agatha Christie, The ABC Murders. So we're back at this yet again. Let me just make sure everything's working here. All right, everything is working here. Okay, that's good. So let's pick up where we left off. Ah, here we are.
But he liked luxury and going out, and being as pretty as she was, she probably did not have any problem getting herself invited. A record sleeve with a handwritten title. Betty must have recorded the demo. I'd be interested to hear it.
Okay, we got those down. All right, just making sure. The clock.
Something on this clock bothers me.
Okay, now one thing I notice how this peg over here is different from all the rest.
This leg is not well attached. This leg is not well attached. This decoration appears to be firmly fastened. This leg is not well attached.
Oh?
Could the screw be slightly loose? Good. It should be possible to open the wooden panel.
Alright.
Look! A key! This could be useful. This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it.
Okay.
What a strange mechanism. I don't think it serves to turn the hands.
How do you, like... like, I'm trying to figure out how to... Oh. Alright. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I just used my previous video to solve that, because I don't know how you're supposed to solve that right there.
I definitely need an object to make these cogs turn. The central cog is blocked.
You don't say.
There, that's better.
Alright.
This decoration appears to be firmly fastened.
Now can we...
The central cog is blocked.
No.
This decoration appears to be firmly fastened. This decoration appears to be firmly fastened. This metal disc is stuck. This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it.
So we've done what we can with the clock.
I definitely need an object to make these cogs turn. No, the key does not fit this cog.
Alright. Good to know. How do we move these?
The central cog is blocked. This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it. This metal disc is stuck. This metal disc is stuck.
That was worth a shot.
This metal disc is stuck.
Alright.
This decoration appears to be firmly fastened.
Okay, so those three are tight. And then the bottom legs, those are also screwed on pretty tight.
I definitely need an object to make these cogs turn.
There we go. Alright. Getting somewhere.
No, the key does not fit this cog.
That was worth a shot. How about this one? No?
I definitely need an object to make these cogs turn. Ah, something clicked on the front of the clock.
Alright. Oh.
A new lock has appeared. What does it open?
Use this. Alright. We're getting somewhere. Paper.
This could be useful. Betty, I enjoyed a wonderful evening in your company, and I hope that we will see each other again very soon. D. My dearest Betty, I know that your art is already spoken for, But you are the most beautiful dancer I have ever had the pleasure of meeting, and I am impatient to see you again, Adrian.
Listen to Betty's record.
A record sleeve with a handwritten title. Betty must have recorded the demo. I'd be interested to hear it. Without a doubt, Betty used to sing. Without a doubt, Betty used to sing. I've finished with this subject. Betty, I enjoyed a wonderful... My dearest Betty, I know that you are...
Alright, we've already had that done and taken care of. Thinking.
That doesn't work.
I must have forgotten a step.
Let us see. What is this cupboard hiding?
Oh. What's this?
This looks like solfège.
That's going to be useful to us, I think. A handle.
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
Why, there is, actually.
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
Wow, okay.
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
That's not it. Crap.
There is bound to be a clue somewhere. There is bound to be a clue.
So I think one of the hats has to be lowered.
That doesn't work. This looks like solfège. There is probably a link with what I saw in the drawer. This looks like solfège. There is probably a link with what I saw in the drawer.
Alright, so from what I can see... Thing is how are they not...
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
It's like, you can't move that, obviously. So what would equal that symbol?
There is bound to be a clue.
That has to be it, right? Man, this is so weird. Alright, let's look at this again.
This looks like solfège. There is probably a link with what I saw in the drawer. This looks like solfège. There is probably a link with what I saw in the drawer.
Wait. These... might got it, actually. I might... maybe? Have I? I think so. Let's test it. Let's test it.
There is bound to be a...
Let's try that.
I heard the sound of a mechanism being triggered.
All right. Oh, what's this?
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
How are we gonna know? Oh, wait a minute. 78T is written on the record. Maybe.
I just have to put the record on the gramophone and start it. That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step. That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
Whoa, what's this? Alright, we are cooking. Why the fuck can't I start it? Hey, I didn't ask for that. I really didn't ask. Okay, this is fucking ridiculous. It had no problem. It had no problem with me, like, pressing the button before. Now it won't let me for some reason. Alright, what am I missing? That happens, right?
It looks like something goes in here.
This.
Oh, Donald! We're in the middle of recording.
Sorry, Betty, but it's not wise. The doctor said you should rest your voice.
You're such a killjoy sometimes.
Betty was such a good singer.
It's true. Did she have any problem with her throat?
Yes, she had to be careful with her voice. Of course, she didn't follow the doctor's advice. If Don didn't insist, she... Well, it's too late for all that now.
It looks like this woman is single, but she has feelings for someone.
No wedding ring. Eyes brimming with tears.
She is looking so intensely at this photo. But is it really a sister that she's studying in this manner? They made the perfect couple, am I correct?
Yes, in a way. She was pretty and he...
Well?
He's a bright man, with a promising career ahead of him. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive and generous. Oh, a true gentleman.
I hear a note of envy in your voice.
You must have heard wrong.
Donald appeared to be very much in love with your sister.
Yes, Yes, he was mad about her.
Mad, you say? Being madly in love can often be destructive, and Mr. Fraser was known for being jealous, I believe.
No more than average. Men are always slightly possessive, especially when they are with a pretty woman.
I mean, as they, should be.
I am not your enemy, Mademoiselle Bernard.
And you are not my friend either, Mr. Poirot, sir.
Yes, but your lies are not helping Mr. Fraser, or you for that matter. I know that Fraser was jealous, but I wonder why you feel the need to protect him.
Protect him? I hope you're not suggesting...
That you are Fraser's accomplice? There is nothing to suggest that, at least not yet. It would appear that your sister's murder is the second in a series that we have to stop as quickly as possible. The first was in Andover, and the same as your sister, the murderer sent me a letter informing me that a crime would be committed in that town. Now can I count on your honesty?
Yes, you have my confidence, Mr. Poirot. Don is a quiet and sensitive young man, slightly reserved too, and as is often the case with reserved people, when he flew into a temper, he completely lost control. He could be so violent. Betty was frightened.
And when was this?
The first time was about a year ago. But they rowed more recently. Donald found out that Betty had lied to him. She said she was going out with a girlfriend, but she went out for dinner with a married man. It was an awful scene.
No.
She told him that until they were married, she was free to go with whoever she pleased. Donald turned quite pale and started shaking and kept saying one day.
Well?
He'd commit murder.
Do you think that is what happened?
No, Mr. Poirot, I don't believe that. You yourself said he may be a recidivist madman. Don loved Betty with all his heart. I can't imagine for one instant that he would hurt her.
Very good, Mademoiselle Bernard. Thank you for your help.
Fraser is at the Ginger Cat. The police haven't spoken to him, but they want to.
Très bien, Hastings. Let's see him now. Au revoir, mademoiselle. My deepest condolences to your parents.
Of course, Mr. Poirot. And don't be too hard on Don. He's more fragile than he looks.
If you say so. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What had Betty planned to do with her evening? Betty lied to Donald because she had a date with another man. Did Betty know her assailants? The man seduced Betty before taking her to the beach where he strangled her.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What is Megan Barnard's behavior hiding? Megan has a soft spot for Donald. But But the thing is why... If Megan has a soft spot for Donald, then why is Megan saying, oh, Donald could be violent or crazy? Did Donald have a motive for Betty's murder? Clue is missing. Question Donald Fraser.
You've seen Fraser, Hastings. What is your feeling?
He's a big chap. Fragile isn't exactly the word that springs to mind. I talked to his landlady before seeing him. She went to bed at 11. Fraser wasn't home yet.
Bien. Megan Barnard said he is a reserved character but with a nasty temper. We will see if this is the case. This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. How do you do, Mr. Fraser?
You Hercule Poirot. Mr. Hastings said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. I know that it may not be the right time, but I would like to ask you a few questions. This man looks suspicious.
White Horse Whiskey. Looks like he hasn't slept.
Leave me alone.
Donald Fraser is in a terrible state, as if he hadn't slept all night. And he's drinking White Horse.
Leave me alone. Tell me that it's a mistake. That Betty isn't dead.
Sadly, your lady friend has been murdered, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, Betty, if only you'd listened.
Did you visit Betty yesterday afternoon?
No, I haven't seen Betty for 2 days. I was at the office yesterday afternoon.
Can you prove that?
Of course. But why this question? Betty died yesterday evening, didn't she?
Betty was murdered during the night. But that does not prove that she did not meet her murderer earlier in the day.
So, am I a suspect?
Everybody close to Betty is a suspect, Mr. Fraser. I would be a very poor detective if I did not examine all possible eventualities. Do you know what Betty's plans were yesterday evening?
She said she was having dinner with her sister.
Yet, Megan only returned to Bexhill this morning, Mr. Fraser.
I didn't know.
Right. May I ask you what you were doing yesterday evening?
I spent the evening working.
Your colleagues can confirm this?
No, I often take work home with me.
Therefore, you have no alibi, Mr. Fraser?
That's right. But that doesn't make me a murderer, Mr. Poirot. I would like you to leave now, please.
Ah, I knew I'd find you here, Poirot. I thought the victim's young man was here.
Yes, is all yours, Chief Inspector. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Did Donald have a motive for Betty's murder? It's jealousy.
Fraser doesn't have an alibi and he's extremely jealous.
You are very skilled at summing up.
And yet you haven't asked Japp to arrest him.
It is too soon. But I agree, without the letters announcing the crimes, Fraser would already be behind bars. Bon, I think we have enough elements. Let's reconstruct the events at the scene of the crime.
I can't imagine how the murderer wasn't seen, though. Surely she must have struggled.
Let us try and imagine the scene.
Reconstruction.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
Miss Betty enters the hut.
No. It wasn't hut number 5. Let us think again, mon cher.
Shit, okay.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag,
wasn't
a belt
hut
around her
number 5.
waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
That's
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6. Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat.
Yeah, because that's how her stuff ended up there.
The murderer moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise.
No, that can't be it.
The body falls, lifeless, on the sand.
Maybe.
All that remains is for our criminal to leave his signature.
We are almost there. The body is in the high place, but the murderer did not strangle his victim with his hands. Let us think again, mon cher.
Damn it.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
No.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6. Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat. They keep walking. Then she removes her belt.
The murderer moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise. The body falls, lifeless, on the sand.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened. Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by signing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. In a way, it is very generous of him.
Generous? The murderer seduced Betty in order to lure her to the beach and kill her.
Indeed, the young woman was certainly careless, but not stupid enough to follow a stranger.
What are you planning to do, Poirot?
Return to London, mon cher Hastings.
Maybe it was that other guy mentioned in the other letter that we found.
This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. Right, back to London. There is nothing more for us to do here.
I'm coming, Poirot. According to the guide, the next train departs shortly.
Right, back to London. There is nothing more for us to do here.
Jap has decided to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
Poirot, I have a bad feeling.
Who could be at the door?
Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps. Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, ABC. Good hunting. Did you hear that, Poirot? The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge. He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard. No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
I think... I have an idea on who it is.
Daily Flicker, July 30, 1935. ABC affair, no progress. The alphabet murderer is still on the run. Ever since the police found the connection between the Bexhill and Andover affairs, the inquiry has barely progressed. In this issue, we are publishing provocative letters sent by the killer to Hercule Poirot. Unfortunately, they have not yet helped to find him. Daily Flicker, July the 26th, 1935. The Bexhill Horror. Young maid strangled on the beach. Killer struck at midnight. Hello, chap. We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Churston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back.
I have an idea on who it is, but I don't want to say.
Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Heavens, we must hurry. We have to get to Churston before the murder.
You're right, Hastings. It is an emergency.
At last, Poirot, you're being reasonable. Poirot, you were right. I've just consulted the ABC guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You see, there is no need to hurry. We will not be in Churston until tomorrow morning. After the murder.
But why has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
Very good question, Hastings. We should also compare the letter we have just received with the other two. Although I have very little doubt about what we will find.
I think he knows, like...
Mon ami, it is a pleasure to be working with you again. I have missed you these past few years. It is not a good time. It is not a good time.
Like, he's purposefully doing this so that way... Like, he's purposefully doing it so that way he'll kill. But...
Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
I think he's warning us so late because... that, like, this person is, like... is gonna have an easier time getting away with it, maybe?
We've missed the 6:45 train, but we have plenty of time to catch the night train. In his haste, Hastings tore the envelope.
The address written on this envelope is wrong. The killer wrote White Horse Mansions. Is it a mistake?
Poor Mr. Poirot. Not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps? Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time it is an easy one. Cheston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It is a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, ABC. I lock my revolver in this drawer. I've not used it in a very long time. Right, let us compare this new letter with the second one. Let us examine this more closely. Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Yes, this I is weird. Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory. Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory. The W is not printed properly. Of course,
But
the
it's
W
printed
characters
properly
in the two
over
letters
here.
do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Why does the murderer warn us so late? The letter arrived late because of an error in the address. Okay.
The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post office took their time correcting the error.
Come on, Poirot. Your address is not quite as well known as that of Scotland Yard. Poirot, the telephone. It must be Jap.
I have some news from Churchton. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark was murdered while out on his evening walk.
Sir Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London.
What?
A wealthy man. He retired to Combside, a beautiful house by the sea. He collected antiques.
Are you going there?
Yes, let's meet on the train. The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists in London. The body was still warm when we found it. If we'd been warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if he did it on purpose?
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him. Shall we go up to the house, Poirot?
You go, my friend. I will come soon.
Alright. So I think we're gonna stop here for today. Because it is getting pretty late right now, and it's like 1 in the morning right now, so I probably shouldn't be, up. I should not be up too much longer. So anyways, that's about it. See ya. Peace.